divorce, or else. Has lonely leaving palace, suffered agonies of remorse, as Charles issued new law. I know we are all mourning the great loss of the death of Queen Elizabeth II, but I just have a theory about the Meghans. If the royal family, specifically King Charles III, offers Harry his title back, he would need to divorce his wife, Meghan. This does look like blackmail, but if Harry seriously needs his family support, this does similarly like a good deal. Recent pic: Harry's lone departure said it all, leaving with no father to hug or brother to lean on. Prince Harry's only words of comfort come from an airport worker in a high-vis jacket, one of the ordinary members of the British public he was once so ready to leave behind. It's a simple picture, but it says it all. Grieving Prince Harry, once one of the most popular royals, heading home from Balmoral, alone. He has no brother to lean on, no father to share a hug with, and no wife at his side. Even then, it's just a briefest of exchanges as he places his hand on her shoulder today. The scene echoed his desperate solitary dash to his grand's bedside the day before. As news of the Queen's worsening condition reached senior royals on Thursday afternoon, Princes William, Andrew and Edward and the Countess of Wessex left Windsor for RAF Northolt, West London, where they took a plane to Aberdeen before a drive to Balmoral. However, Harry, who was staying at Windsor's Frogmore Cottage, meters from William and Kate's residence, took a separate jet, having first tried to travel by helicopter and take the Duchess of Sussex with him. Both parties sadly arrived too late to say their final goodbyes. While William was seen driving into Balmoral on Thursday at 5:05 p.m., Harry arrived at 8:30 p.m. after his beloved grand's death was announced at 6:31 p.m. Just hours later he was back at Aberdeen International Airport for the 9:45 a.m. flight to Heathrow, having been first to leave Balmoral at 8:15 a.m. He landed at 11:32 a.m. while William left Balmoral after 1 p.m. King Charles and Camilla took a separate jet so they could head straight to Buckingham Palace. Harry would have been distraught that he did not make it there in time to say goodbye, says the source close to Harry, 37. And it would have been a hard journey home for him. He'll be thinking about all the time he's lost with his gran while in the US. They still talked a lot, even after everything. But no one is under any illusion that it would not have been a very difficult and charged atmosphere at Balmoral. So how did the Queen's charming grandson find himself a Marmite figure and almost pariah mourning her passing all alone? Not to mention Meghan's recent magazine interviews and podcasts, where it was mentioned he'd lost his father. But according to a royal source, there's also tension over Harry's upcoming tell-all book, which may have influenced events of the past few days. With the death of Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's children should become Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, unless the newly acceded King Charles III opts to break with tradition and ditch the royal titles. The change in title typically occurs when a new monarch takes the throne, and the kids move from being great-grandchildren of the ruler to grandchildren. And while the children of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are entitled to their regal designations by law, Meghan previously indicated she believes her kids will be robbed of their royal titles. Under protocols established in 1917 by King George V, Queen Elizabeth II's grandfather, the children and grandchildren of the reigning royal are granted titles, though great-grandchildren are excluded. At the time of their births, both Archie, 3, and Lilibet, 1, were great-grandchildren to the sovereign. They're now grandchildren of the new king, Charles, who has previously expressed a desire to slim down the monarchy. While Charles has not provided further details yet, it's possible he could cut the number of working royals to only those at the core of the succession line. In order to prevent Archie from becoming a prince and Lilibet a princess, King Charles would have to issue a letters patent. Under the current line of succession, the young royals, who reside in California with their parents, are now 6th and 7th in line for the British throne. They are preceded by their uncle, Prince William, and his 3 children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, and then Harry. King Charles was slightly uncomfortable speaking about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle when he briefly spoke about them while addressing a nation, claims body language expert. She said, it was slightly uncomfortable for him, as shown by the slightly longer blink, but he delivered strongly and placed them firmly abroad. Carter also spotted the evident emotion the newly appointed king expressed when speaking of his late mother. King Charles becomes strongly emotional, which we see in the eyes becoming watery and skin change in color, truly heartfelt from a son to his mother, she said. When King Charles talks about the sense of loss, the sadness becomes even more visible on his face.